Okay, let's get this stream underway then. This is Cat Mail Co. Never played this game before, but I was itching for something similar in the vein to that Librarian Arcane Library game that we played on the weekly one-shot a couple weeks ago. It was a very charming game, and quite a few people in the community picked it up. Some of them streamed it, some of the absolute mad lads decided to go and do it without magic as well. There's something very zen about just sorting stuff out. Doing it with the library was very fun, but I'm keen to see if Catmail offers a similar experience. Like I said, I've never even seen this game in action, so anything we see henceforth is new to me. I think it was a couple weeks ago, Kraut. Time is one big circle these days, so who knows. So we are this little ear-pierced cat. I hope people don't really do that to their cats. And we're starting our job. First day on the job, we're left alone. Oh, wouldn't leave me alone in this kind of place. First things first, who's leaving all these packages on the ground? I have a slight concern that this game might just turn into a job simulator. Can I rotate things? Yes, but I don't know how. I'm not really signing up for job simulator. I want to just organize things, but I suppose part of this job will be doing my actual bleeding job. So, whilst to move, space to jump, shift to sprint. We know all of this, and I can call in my customers. Hey, oh god, you came out of nowhere. For my wife, can we see some ID, please? Jeff Palefur. So you just want this? I can inspect the parcel. No indicate. Oh, there we go. Jet P. Sure, why not? You seem legit to me. And then poof, away you go. Look at the map. Is this a map? The post office handles two types of parcels. Those for cats inland, which will be requested at the counter, and those for other destinations, which will leave the island. I see. Can you take care of this? Okay. This is a box for one Asher A. And it weighs a blue amount. It needs 4 stamps. So if we go F mode, we can start slamming on stamps. Does it matter which stamp? Choose the correct stamp combination. Well, those look like red stamps. I don't have red stamps. Oh, this is where I choose the destination for it. Oh, where's this one going? Oh. It's going to Port Windy. There's Port Windy. So I guess I put on Port Windy's stamp. Splat. And this one needs 4 proper stamps. Each parcel requires a certain number of stamps based on its weight. Any stamps in the correct category are accepted. Only the number matters. So these we can use whatever. I'll put in this lighthouse one. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, where's this meant to go? I guess we can put it anywhere. There you go. Maybe this is for another customer. I'm just seeing all these holes for boxes and boxes in my hand makes me want to organize. Kind of dangerous. Time moves forward every time a customer is satisfied, so take your time. Thank you. I do not mind games that have time stipulations. I love Majora's Mask after all. And when playing Factorio, the biters are an ever-present time constraint. But sometimes they're very unwelcome time restraints. A game like this on a timer, it's not really what I sign up for. I want some zen organization here. And the biggest, most egregious game with a timer on it is Papers, Please. I hate the feeling of being rushed in Papers, Please. We got a lot of mail around here. Makes a man want to sort all these boxes. Alright, what else do our customers want? Hey, I'd like to send that. There's two things here. Where are they going? Sunshine? You want this one to go to Port Windy? It'd be nice if it said what the name of the place was here, but sure. I'll send this to Port Windy, if you want. It's very light. It only needs a single weight stamp. Plop. Is there a place that I meant to specifically put outbound mail, I wonder? I'm just throwing it here for now. I hope they're paying me for the privilege here. Another one for Port Windy, huh? And this one, again, just needs a single stamp. Off to the port you go. Blonk. Blonk. Nice little shine there. I assume that means we get it right. What's Jake's best Majora's vid if I feel like revisiting the game? Oh, man. Probably the crowd control run. It depends how much you like seeing people suffer. The parcel for my mom. Her last name is Grey Fur. It has almost my height. Well, you look to be about 4 foot fudge all, so... What did you say? Grey Fur. Well, here's for G. Away go all the boxes. Is this it? It looks like somebody didn't want to see this mess. I wonder what's behind that huge pile. I really should be asking for ID here. So the old postman left in a hurry and didn't actually sort the mail. Something for one Luis Serra? A researcher hired by Sadler. Anything else in this mess? I guess something I could hang up. Or I could just wheek on the ground. Can I actually hang it up? Hey! There's no crouching here. Oh well, boxes for future me to sort out. Current me's a little disposed. Maybe I can do a little bit of this. Couldn't hurt. It's what I've signed up for after all. I would like to be able to rotate these before I put them down. That way I can see who's who. And this is where I'm very grateful this game doesn't have time just passing me by. Although I'm surprised they don't have something like scroll wheel rotating it when it's in my hand. Yeah, I gotta hold right click and swing the thing around to do that. It's okay, I'll live. Made of sterner stuff. See, this is just lovely and pleasant after yesterday's onslaught. I know I like to play a lot of stressful games, and I do actually quite enjoy being stressed out by the games I play. I lead a very stress-free life, so having a way to healthily manage some stress in my life feels quite good. But right now, my body and my mind are both telling me, chill the heck out today, Jake. And like I say, Balaton is calling me on a day like today. Check the temperature. It claimed to be a balmy 36 degrees. Oh, you only want to be stacked like that. Fair enough. Something that appeals to me about this game compared to the Librarian game is that I'm organizing for a purpose here. The purpose being to have a well-ordered postal work environment. And a little bit of trivia about my life. Once upon a time, I did work in a small post handling area. Wasn't a post office or anything like that, but I did work at the ingoing and outgoing mail for an oil company. So lots of big name contracts going out across the world at certain very specific times. They're very competitive for how they fought for contracts and whatnot. So you'd get people rushing down at the end of the day. You tell them, last call for your mail is 5 o'clock. If it's after 5 o'clock and you're coming down with it, it ain't going out. And they come racing down at 5:03, stressed out of their bloody minds because they've only just secured a contract with somebody over in the New World. And then there's the wangling of, well, the guy's already left in his truck. Call him back, call him back. You get a lot of very self-obsessed people who think they're very important in that industry. Right, good morning. My name is Zoom Zoom. You can't miss it. I've got an enormous box. I could decline her, but an enormous box for one Zoom Zoom. Are you for Zoom Zoom? No. Zoom Zoom? No. It might be that we just have to decline this one. I'm going to double check the name. Evie Zoomies. Oh, hey, we got something here. It was... Ah, I bet you can organize them based on what you're putting here. Fascinating. Zoom Zoom? Nothing for a Zoomie. But apparently I can't miss it because it's so enormous. Can I take a splash? Cats don't belong in water. The idea that cats cannot swim is a complete myth. They absolutely can. They don't usually enjoy it, though. One Nigel N, that's not the one. Strongly suspect we do. Oh, I'm glad I checked you. One for one Zoom Zoom. There you go. Oh, thank you. I will have a nice day. Well, we worked hard on our first day. Feels good. Tragically, that oil company had to close after too much of their mail got stolen. So, a lot of... tons of mail would come in. We're talking like maybe over 100 letters every day. And they'd be sorted and handed out. Actually put them in a wee trolley and hand them out across the place. I actually rather enjoyed that. Aye. Or maybe Ave. I did my job. Now do yours. Okay, sure. Oh, this is what you're bringing in, is it? Can I fall between the boat and here? Not quite. Maybe I just take it off the boat and we could sort it in the morning. So yes, a rather enjoyable job and somewhat low stress, at least for me. But some of the mail would have uncancelled stamps on it. Oh, can I pick up multiple things? Absolutely not. Could I put something on something else and then pick up the bottom one? Oh, yeah. There we go. So, it was essentially free for me to send any mail because I could just steal uncancelled stamps off of the mail that came in. Easy life. However, the reality is I would send letters very, very infrequently. So it was hardly the big win that it could have otherwise felt like. I got nowhere to put this picture of the grand opening of this place. Oh, I tell a lie. There we go. Right, talk to the captain to know which parcels he needs. What do you need? I'm going to Port Windy. So, obviously, I very cleverly put down all the boxes going to Port Windy in the same place. Surely. And I guess I put them down here. I wonder what happens if you make a mistake. And here's another question. Did any of the mail that we have here also belong in Port Windy? Port Windy should be what they call Aberdeen. This mail doesn't seem very secure. I mean, this one, look at that. That looks like it's got Port Windy's stamp on it. We compare that to our stamp. Yeah, see, there's Port Windy. That's Port Windy. I'm going to give him this. Even though I'm pretty sure I didn't take it today. Maybe he'll come back and go, oh, this is not for Port Windy. Okay, so it seems like we're actually going to have to do some organization here. We're going to check this. Wait a second. The only destinations we know of are our own one, which is what we see there, and Port Windy. So let's have a quick see. See if there's any Port Windies among what we just dug out. But Jake, that'll take a while. That's okay, voice inside my head. Are you in a hurry? Because I assure you I am not. So look at this, Port Windy. Despite going to Port Windy, the sea is rather calm. Well, isn't that good to know? Unfortunately for me, this guy appears to have filled up his boat with garbage. Well, that's not very good. Are you going to Port Windy? Also, I just kick over the mail here. As it happens, you are. Alright, so what we'll do is we will... was this for Port Windy? I think it was. Alright, I'm going to have to stack things very nicely for Port Windy. You're not Port Windy. You were for here. That's Port Windy. Good lord. You know, it's just the first day. Expecting me to do bleeding everything here. I might have more than I can throw onto his boat, so maybe I should make this the Port Windy storage area. We'll see just how many more of these are for Port Windy. Oh, that's Port Windy. Yeah, get them sorted now and you don't have to worry about them later. It's my kind of organization. Could I put this down here and then put all of you onto... Oh dear. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah. I know I meant to load some boats here. I'll do it in my own bleeding pace. That's another Port Windyton. Do they all have the right amount of stamps? I don't care. Well, I hope I don't have to care. Because I don't care. That was the other postman's problem. I suppose we could have a look, couldn't we? This one's got 4 stamps on it and it's huge. So based on this one single spot check, I'm going to assume that we're fine. It's also enormous. Can I even fit the thing on here? And can I then fit this other stuff on here? Oh, I see. We have a problem now, don't we? Okay, my dreams of shoving everything over to Port Windy right now appear to be dashed. So I guess the right and proper thing to do is to send off all the stuff that we received today. After all, I took their money. And I'll do it again. We get you this away? No, it doesn't want to. Alright, there you go. We can stack them relatively high. Alright, that'll be your lot for now. Oh, he doesn't like that. There, do you like that at least? I forget if I took either of these, but we should be able to ship them out. There you go. And there you go. It's so unsecured. I really hope he gets rid of the rest of his gash here. Some rapidly spoiling fish, some milk, some ores. Ooh, I'm gonna need that lantern for the long dark. Alright, there we go. Off you trot. Oh, nice little cat bell there. What do you mean I wouldn't do? That's how I send you off, right? Ah, I have to hit my bell. Cast off the blow lines, and away you go. Well, I would dare to say that's an excellent score. I wonder what score gets me. My very own 3.5-inch floppy, you say? Nighttime is here. Oh, I am having one of those invasive thoughts. Oh. Neptune is having none of my offerings today. The night works just like the day. Satisfy customers and have fun. Wait, customers come at the night? That can't be right. What am I meant to do with you? Place a single parcel in the conveyor belt and scan it. If it detects anything, add the stamp that matches the indicated constraint to the parcel. You only need to do that for parcels customers give to you. Okay, good. So the parcels that we have had here for a while surely don't matter. Good lord, there's even more in this. Maybe this happens every day. I would have noticed these earlier, right? Yeah, maybe every day you find more junk in this pile. Including more little pickies. While the scanner is operational, you will handle fragile and heavy. Fragile won't have anything. Oh, they can't have anything above them. Heavy parcels crush everything under them. Damage to parcels happens between shifts. Makes sense, although I've never seen a postman actually care about heavy and fragile cargo. Hail, friend. You'd like to send both of these to Port Windy, would you? Well, I'll be the judge of that, kiddo. What you got? Nothing. Oh, looks like I've got to take this out. I wonder if I can throw around delicate cargo. Okay, you are one hefty bugger. So let's be sure to slam on that you are... And I think I always want to put my stamps next to the name. Just makes it easier to organize these things. You are a heavy bugger. This heavy bugger weighs, sure enough, a heavy bugger amount. Now we wanted to put both of these over to Port Windy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, very good. Oh, I think I'm moving slower with heavy cargo. Fascinating. Given the amount that needs to go to Port Windy, maybe this is not a large enough place for the Port Windy mail. So I think we'll also make this Port Windy mail. And let me think for just a moment. These shells aren't big enough for half the stuff that we're going to need for local mail. Maybe I can have this for all the local mail. Yeah, we're bound to get plenty of incoming, and it means I've got a one-stop shop for everything that's come in. There's not a big area for large packages, but it's a frequent problem, you know. Does that mean I can actually add a stamp? Yeah, there we go. No one's going to care. Oh, easy now. I want to be able to see this. Whoops. Oh, crumbs. Could we get rid of that? Thank you. Rather frustratingly, I can't turn it around the way I want to. I guess it just doesn't fit in that perspective. Maybe it's just so big I can throw it over here. But there'll likely be other chonking enormous packages. Oh well, that's my burden to bear. How insane will this get? Are we going to need to start sorting alphabetically or what? Surely not. Surely a game with such a relaxed aesthetic would not be so heinously demanding. Although it might make it easier on me if we do that. That was for here, right? And this is for Port Gusty. Well then, off you trot. See, we get the sorting done now and we'll have a lot less to worry about in the not too distant future. That's my correct perspective. Wouldn't you look better here? Certainly take up space, but it does look better. These two are locale. You even fit yourself in rather nicely there. Excellente. Yeah, the question is how long people are going to expect me to hold on to their mail for. Does this game support multiplayer? Get chat to help you out. I would not want to spoil the serenity of this experience by involving other people. This is local. There we go. You're also locale. Luis Serra. Glorious. This is Fort Gusty. No indication that it's overly heavy. Although we've already covered that that will only happen for mail that is coming my way. This is another Gusty port place. Let's make sure it actually has that stamp on it. Doesn't really matter who it's for. It's going away from us. Halsey Asborn. This is a local one. For old Hugo. Jake, I'm sure Young can be serene if he puts his mind to it. That's a lot of putting his mind to it. Julia M. Don't know why I'm flipping that around. It doesn't really matter who these ones that go away from here are for. It's nary my concern. Can't believe I have to work through the nights. That seems a bit rough. I've done plenty of night shifts in my days, but always is a little bit unpleasant. The human body was not meant to be functioning through nights. Zoya. Zoya is also for Port Windy. Yeah, the previous postmaster was bloody awful. There you go. That wasn't there earlier, was it? I'm starting to think this pile of mail has a mind of its own. Another Port Windyton for Pollo. This one's going to Kirby, it seems. Pollo. A haunted post office. Was this here before? Jax. Oh wait, we just took this one in and I forgot to actually sort it. Right, Jax. This one is a 4-sticker thinger. Wait, see that heavy one? Did I put enough on it? Let me double check that this is not the heavy one. It's not heavy, and it needs 4. I think I put 4 instead of 6 on the other one. I'm gonna have to check. Anyway, Port Royale and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, there we go. 4 for you. And again, it's blue, it's 4, it's windy. And it's not heavy either. So here's the heavy one, and I'm going to double check this because I'm certain I got that wrong. I bet the old coot returns ones that aren't good enough. Yeah. 2 more on you. Really hope I was paid for these stamps. I hope it gets smaller and isn't just an infinite pile. Well, maybe you could make a mental note of how far it's coming out, and we'll see if it actually does shrink. Make it easier on ourselves. Rory. A fine Scottish name. Actually, I think it's a dorky name, but never mind that. You never meet a Rory that amounts to anything in his life. This one is for Port Gusty. And off it goes. Probably don't need to do anywhere near what we're doing right now. I just want to. And as often happens in my life, if I want to do something, I do it. And if I don't want to do something, I don't do it. This looks heavy, doesn't it? And double check, just make sure that the mail we already have doesn't have these problems. Fair enough. Go easy on your back. Put heavy parcels on top. Sound advice. Alright, we're getting somewhere. Caesar G. You're going out to... do I have a good place to put these big flat ones like this? I guess I could put them on top of here. It'd be nice if I could do some organization of the shelves, but the problem is if I could do that, I'd be, as they like to say, optimizing the fun out of the game. Jet W. There you go. I like this. Those fit in really rather nicely. No, nothing new spawning in the infinite pile of trash. I once sent a letter that took 6 months to reach its destination. Made jokes that it was probably traveling by camelback. Running out of space for these. There you go. Silas. To Port Windy again. I could have shipped so much of this stuff if Postman hadn't filled his boat full of garbage. Maybe that's something that you spend your points on. Get more slots on the ship. Teddy P. There's your Teddy P. Jake, there's an envelope stuck under one of the shelves. You're going to need to narrow it down for me. I can't crouch is a bit of a problem, though. Zoe is going to Port Gusty. Whether she likes it or not. Probably filled his boat with cracks. He's expecting the previous postman to be here. I think he's making money on the side there. You know what these delivery drivers are like. They'll pick up anything and everything if they think they can scratch a few more quid out for a journey. Yeah, one of my good friend's brothers is a delivery driver. Says he loves it. Job of his dreams. He just gets to drive around and listen to music. Sophia, you are a locale delivery. There we go. Are we close to done? Oh, there's all this stuff that I piled here earlier. Biran. This must be a letter or a package for his brother Yankee. Were they brothers, Biran and Yankee? Come to warn, little Kimari. Ooh, that's Kushti. First lose horn, then lose summoner. Yeah, a good 40% of my life is just playing Final Fantasy X quotes in my head. You may need to find a key to unlock the minor magic of crouching. Well, we've done some good headway here. In fact, if we just finish these ones off, we're done, aren't we? Although the game could be kind and make them local ones. Cinnamon. Who's ready to mock a name like Cinnamon, but it's actually a kind of cute name. Momo. That's locale as well. And it should be easy to check these, like Ghost, Cinnamon, Momo, very good. Nemi wants to know where the cats are. Here they are. Very old, wrinkly cat. My name is Louis Scratchy. Oh, it's Louis Serra. He's just changed his name and appearance so that Lord Sadler can't get to him. My gran has very long claws. They might have scratched the parcel. Louis Serra's one we put over here, right? Yeah. Was this scratched? Hey, it was. I fancy that. Here you go, sir. Thanks, have a nice day. Oh, I will. Can I steal it back from you? Just an invasive thought I had. I hope somebody comes to pick up the Yaya package. It's way too big. Just wheek it in the corner. Me after reaching month of eugenics. That almost looks as good as my cat's, only slightly inbred. I have not played eugenics. I really, really hated The Binding of Isaac, so I don't really have any interest in checking out their other games. I'm assuming that came from The Binding of Isaac people. This is another one for Port Not My Problem. Dennis with a single N. Gotta be careful with those heavy packages. I feel like I'm gonna forget it and crush something in the future. What didn't you like about Binding of Isaac? Everything. I can't think of a single thing I like about Binding of Isaac. I really, really hate the art style and the kind of ha-ha poop humor going on. I abhor that Zelda 1 dungeon style gameplay. There is such a thing as too random, and Binding of Isaac got there with flying colors. Abhorrent game. Right, what do we have here? It's local and it's for the Panda. The Panda-O. The Pando. I want to make absolutely sure that I know it's local, so there we go. Poyon is heading away. A little awkward, that one. I wish I had one of those sloped shelves for you. Fair enough. I enjoyed the first one decently, but never followed up with its sequel and its many, many DLCs. Yeah. That's okay, though. I don't have to enjoy every game. And a game that I don't like is certainly a game that some other people and their twisted tastes will enjoy. Alright. I feel pretty good about staying... Oh my god. I feel pretty good about staying on top of this. There we go. Luca Local. Changes the orientation when you pick these up. That's not kosher. Okay, is that everything? Apart from the ones that have, of course, just spawned here. 3 new ones from the past. Poyon is heading over to the port. Opal fruits are going to, again, that windy port. It's a good thing we're only taking deliveries for that place. Can you imagine if we had to care about other places on the map? Oh, we got one on the top shelf, well spotted. EVB. Since I'm confident these are all going away, I can just stack them on top of each other like that. Nothing else here? Excuse me. Right. Gale. Funnily enough, Gale is also going to the windy port. Alright, job well done. Everything is sorted. Somebody mentioned there being an envelope underneath a... Ooh, I can pick this up. Might be my way to check places up top. Fascinating. Anyway, everything is sorted. I'm ready, come what may. Hello, can you take care of that? I don't see why not. One for Port Windy. Oh, and it's fragile. Well, don't you worry, girly. Fragile and light. So, Windy. Single stamp. Fragile. Be careful achievement to get. You have correctly identified a fragile parcel. Now, how do we take care of that? I should have a special place for fragile ones. Maybe I can put them here. Well, I feel like I'm going to accidentally throw something on top of that. What we should do is get rid of them as a matter of priority then. Now what's wrong with you? You're going to need 2 stamps, and that was again for Port Windy. Blonk, blonk. Running out of space for all the stuff I need to send over to Port Windy. That captain better have a lot more space in his ship this time. This parcel is for my mum. Her name is Pale Fur. Oh, it's for your mum. Pale Fur with a handled box. A handled box, you say? Well, Teddy Pale Fur is a handled box. And it's the only handled box I have. Is this what you're looking for, kiddo? Thank you. It looks like I could steal it back, but I cannot.
No.
Interesting bug in RimWorld, actually. If you're using the shuttle that you get from the Imperials, and you take it somewhere, you can actually shove your colonist back into the shuttle before it leaves, and it'll depart and steal your colonist. I did that for a laugh, and then couldn't get my colonist back. I was very saddened. I believe you have a package for me. It's wrapped in a yellow ribbon, medium and corded. I really need to start checking for ID. What did you say? Yellow ribbon, medium and corded. This is corded. No yellow ribbon, though. How about you give me your name? Is that too much to ask? That's yellow ribbon, kind of. And it is corded. Alright, is your name really Gale?
Oh.
Sup. More customers? When do I get to go to bed? You better be cautious. Wow, we don't get to sleep, do we? Alright, this is green. Does green still mean... Oh yeah, I suppose big doesn't mean heavy, does it? So just a single lick on you for Port Windy. Donk. Donk. And there was nothing special, I've already forgotten, so let's double check. No, you're good as gold. Oh, you rascal. Where's the space on your bleeding boat? I did my job, now you do yours. Alright. Something for Kenji. It's a bit of a big one, isn't it? What else you got? I can sort this in a bit. What kind of noise was that out of a cat? Maybe something out of the creepy Nancy Drew cat. We really need to have a word about the space that you are leaving me. I've got a lot of stuff to put here. Should maybe consider getting rid of the heavy load? Or what about the big ones? I think you get... Well, I don't know what it bases your performance on. The amount of cargo, the size of cargo, maybe even the weight of the cargo. Well, let's shove on as much as we can. Here's something for 1 demi. And 1 bet. Okay, something must be done about this mad lad and his significant lack of space. Shove on all I can here. Can this go on top? It's fragile. absolute inte. Could I perhaps put... can I jump up here? Jumping is weird. You have no control over your momentum in midair. Alright, that's the fragile one. Let's not forget that. That's an important thing to remember. We're not getting this fragile thing sent away, are we? I do actually think it's important to get rid of the fragile one so I don't make a mistake with it. Yeah, when you're in midair, you just preserve momentum. It's really, really weird. Alright, we got any wee ones for you? Okay. Feels good to make a dent in the huge amount of packages we have. What about this space here? I doubt I can fit anything like you. No, not happening. So we will stack up just these, I suppose. Unless... Could I perhaps... Ooh, look at that! I can get the wee ones over here. Maybe we can stack a bit more than I thought. Gotta remember that's the heavy one. So let's forget about you for a little while. He's going to be deeply unhappy at having to actually do some bleeding work for a change, but the age of the old useless postman is over. I'm here, and I get stuff done. Quit your belly aching. What's the opposite of a job's worth? You know, someone that just does not want to do any bleeding work. When did I put this here? There we go. Seems fine. Maybe I should double check that the endless pile of trash hasn't given us something new. Vivian wants to go to Port Windy. Very well. You're a bit too big for this, though. Average customer says, you must answer these riddles free to find the parcel that you seek. I think that's meant to rhyme. Anyway, Ponyo. Wait, Ponyo again? Alright, here you go. I'm already running out of space or things to go to Port Windy. I was hoping to find something small. I hate this previous postman and he hates me. I'm just trying to find something small. There we go. A nice little package for Port Gassy. Another little one, and also for Port Gassy. One Caramel V. You got names like Caramel and Cinnamon. Where's Clove and Nutmeg? Zane F. My attempts to squeak this one on are just not happening, it seems. Or are they? Witness my resolve. Ah, fiddlesticks, that doesn't go on there. Well, I think that might technically be more male, so we might be alright. Anything more out of the infinite box of holding? Infinite pile of holding. Actually, that is what I was looking for. the Port Gusty place is going to have a lot of work cut out for them. Kiki's receiving service receives yonder. The mail won't sort itself. I don't know. People doing work is kind of automation. Does that look like the pile is receipted at all? I'm going to screenshot and compare down the line. Anyway, that's as much as I'm going to be able to stuff on here if I can't make this guy clear some bleeding space for me, so away you trot. Can I take a ride? Oh no, sadly not. Getting some pretty healthy score for sending my stuff, but my question is, how do I spend this? There must be a way to use all these points that I'm getting. Points mean prizes, after all. We don't get to sleep. Incredible. Oh, and I didn't sort out the stuff that I actually brought in. That's unacceptable. Don't want anyone to think we're a midden of a receiving port. We are a port, right? Am I meant to look at these and see if they're... Oh, I'm glad I checked. I was curious if there were going to be fragile or likewise things coming in. In that case, I'll make sure that we are well aware of that. Yeah, let's not get crushing, shall we? No insurance, not my problem. And then last one's a little shoebox here. Emain, how can I best put you down? That's alright, but it's hard to see the name. Can I see the name from there? Absolutely not. And nothing special going on. There's scratches on it. Alright, well, there we go. Anything more out of the infinite pile? No, good, good. I gotta say, my expectations were non-existent, but this is delivering. My wife, Freya Golden Tooth, with a cute sticker on the clover. It's for my wife, Freya Golden Tooth. Freya Golden Tooth. Freya? A cute sticker is on it. I guess that's kind of cute. Alright, out of the way. Paying customers only. My name is Tanya Ironclaw. Something that's about your size. Something for an iron claw. I'd be very happy to get rid of one of these big ones. You said Tanya Ironclaw, right? Again, could we please do some ID checking? Are they paying you? They're not even letting me sleep.
No.
Good evening. My name is Teddy Whiskerleaf. Just a small box. Nothing special. Teddy Whiskerleaf. Whiskerleaf, Whiskerleaf. One Teddy Whiskerleaf. Here we go. ID, please. Papers. Did that increment? Holy crivens, how did you carry this in here? Nothing fancy going on here. One for Port Windy. Whoa, whoa, what are you sending here? Depleted uranium? Okay. Hefty. Oh, fair enough. Kid's gotta have a hobby. There's not much space here. 2, 3, 4. What's my idea for places to put these that I'm sending? I used to have them all lined up here. And you know what? I'm going to have them lined up again, because it's a good place for them. Don't like you being there, though. Can we just do that? Well, kind of. But I don't like that I can't see the top of it when it's there. I would very much appreciate it if I could send more mail each day. But I think we know that already. This is becoming a problem. This is becoming a problem. He's squeezing out of there. I think we'll leave this be until we have more space on the boat. We're generating more mail than we can send at this rate. Alright, what else is he sending? More depleted uranium? Not quite. What's a lighter matter than that? 2 stamps and over to Port Windy will do you nicely. 1, 2, and Port Windy. And I've already forgotten if there was anything special in here. There is not. We have a situation here. I'm going to have to start using you for storage. That's not the way I wanted you. I guess they just don't go in those orientations. Alright, Port Windy. What are our other options anyway? Port Windy, Sunny Island, Creepy Mansion, Chestnut Bloom Place, the desert, Peak, heavy only, light only. Okay. Options. We like options. Greetings. My name is Kenji Redfur. It's not a lightweight thing. Kenji and his red fur. There we go. Was this actually heavy? No, let's just shake it around a bit then, if we know that it's sturdy. Oh yeah, it doesn't go up until they're ready. Interesting. I brought something to ship. Is that so? Brought something normal over, and... Okay, they're both normal. Captain, I swear to God, if you still don't have any space on there, then I'm going to have to just do my job normally. Right. Port Windy with a single sticker. Single sticker, single sticker. Single sticker, Port Windy. Doop-de-doop-de-doop-de-doop-de-doo. I did my job, now you do yours. Does your job include clearing out your boat from time to time? Oh, these lazy buggers. How about we just tweak that over? Oh no. Every time you complain, he's adding more broken oars and expired milk to his boat. Ah, we're in it for the love of the game. Right, I should certainly make sure that none of them are fragile or anything similarly problematic. Looks fine. Looks heavy. Alright. Well, although it's heavy, it's not actually heavy, which is interesting. That's difficult to read from up there. And then there's Iddle and Diddle. Wait, this is heavy. This is also heavy. I guess they don't crush each other. I wonder if it did damage them. Oh well. Clearly we put the heavy stuff on top. I want to slam that on there so we're well aware that it is heavy. And now to give you stuff. But what stuff? The game said they crush between shifts. Ah. Oh well, then I'm fine to just throw them around to my heart's content. Do I get rid of more big ones or just more quantity of them? I want to get rid of more of my middling-sized ones. Because I think I could maybe squeeze... I cannot squeeze two of them, but maybe I could squeeze them and... slightly smaller middling-sized ones. Oh yeah, now we're talking. Did I have any heavy ones here? I thought I had a heavy and a fragile. I must have gotten rid of the fragile. You're heavy. Alright. Oh, would you look at that. Top tier post cat reporting for duty. Just keen to clear up some bleeding space here. How's this? You're a little bit above board, but maybe we could do that. Get a little bit more on top of you. Could I even put a second one of you on top? Was that the size? Oh yeah. Space for some little ones over there. Little ones not really what we deal in around here though. I've got lots of big packages. I'll give you one little knick-knack there, and we'll check the infinite pile of gubbins to see if there's a little... What, are you little? Oh, you sure look little. Tatum. Dredrick Tatum is being sent over as well. Off you trot. Anything else in my big old pile? Now, you are small, but not small enough. Donk. Yeah, regrettable. It sure would be nice if the game could offer me some upgrades to this. It's just not enough space. Alright, get out of my sight. I mean, look at this. It's almost as if I should be getting something for all these level ups, but the game offers me... Oh. Oh dear. Okay, so there was a frozen looking room. The freezer, perhaps. My attempts to interact with it are falling on death pause. Can't seem to interact with anything. It's like it wants me to, but it won't. I believe you stacked a heavy onto the boat. I wasn't aware of having multiple heavies, but maybe it's not my problem. You need to pick up the key. There's a key somewhere? Hey, there's a key somewhere. Ah, there is cold refrigeration. Some parcels need to stay in the cold room not to get damaged. Check parcels customers give you with a scanner. Add the matching stamp, store them accordingly. Meanwhile... Oh god, there's even more trash mail here. I hate this previous guy. Why am I not being paid for the privilege? Gotta be somewhere for this picture. And we're sure it wasn't in here. Come on, the aesthetics are potentially important. It's also possible that this goes in another room. Maybe other rooms have places to put these pictures. Oh, or I can just put it there. It wasn't glowing. Right. Well, needs must. I really shouldn't be taking more out of this pile. This is for Port Windy, right? Yes. At least the previous postman actually did put that on the packages. Imagine if they didn't. Oh, I'm imagining that. The packages reorienting when you pick them up is kind of annoying. Any more wee ones? Because I'm not really interested in big ones or even dealing with this pile at all if it's not going to give me the goods. I was really hoping. Digging in that pile is like scratching a bleeding scab. Is it really? I suppose I better have these sorted. We'll have one for incoming mail first. Well, it's not right though, is it? Because it's different sizes of stuff. There's not enough space for all the different places they could go to. And I'm not even sure that we even do incoming mail specifically. I even think I want this in here. And it's just going to stay open. What a waste of energy. Okay, well, no rest for the wicked, and we must have been pretty bloody wicked in a past life because we don't even get to sleep. Good evening, my name is Bug Eater. I have a cute sticker of a clover. Ya, Bug Seater. Yeah, oh, I'd be glad to get rid of this one. Take it. Rah, rah, rah. There you go, Crazy Dave.
Meow.
Greetings, Zuri Schrodinger. Mid-sized package with cord all around for Zuri. Well, how about that? Zuri, mid-size, cord, it's all yours. Thank you, my dear. Have a lovely day.
Oh.
I'd like to send this. It's pretty big. Big and heavy. Yeah, maximum, so it needs 6 stamperoos. That's going to Port Gassy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Heavy as hell. Better be wary about this one if it's so heavy. Well, we'll make an effort to ship that one out on the double. Can you check if the pile grows after each customer at the end of the shift? I'm pretty sure the pile isn't growing. And if you mean stuff coming out of it, it comes out even during the mid-shift. And also more of them have been added during the shift, so I think it's just a real-time. Surely it maxes out the amount of packages that comes out of it, though.
No.
Greetings. I have a red ribbon, and it's just a letter. What, are you with Red Ribbon Army? Red ribbon, just a letter. We don't really do just a letter. We do this. Bit chunky for a letter, eh? What you sending, Barnaby? Detective Chief Inspector.
No.
Hello, sorry to bother you. I hope you have someone to help you because it's heavy. I was told it's almost my height. Heavy and your height. Could you tell me your name, please? The thing is, I have heavy. How heavy is this? It's not that heavy. I hope you have someone to help you. It's heavy. It's almost my height. Yeah, but give me a name? I have 2 heavy packages of the same dimensions. Maybe I could just tell them to sod off. Come back when you have your papers, please. I don't know what to make of that. Well, maybe if you give them the wrong package, they'll say, nah, try again. Is this it?
No.
Are you sure this is my parcel? Because I'm sure it isn't, you cheeky... Fahad.
No.
Okay, that was nonsense, but at least it doesn't seem to penalize you for giving them the wrong package. There you are. Take care of the shipment, pretty please. Very well. You have a fragile little 2-stamper. Fragile 2-stamper, and it's going to the sunniest of shores. Now, this raises further questions. Where do I put the Sunny Shores shipments? Guess I can just slam them over here. Ew, I don't like the way you go like that. I definitely don't like the way you go like that. That's a bit better, though. Sunny Shores. Sunny Shores. Which means this big bloody package just goes bloink. Alright, and what's the story with this one? Port Windy, nothing special. Really nothing special. Port Windy, single stamper. Single stamp, single stamp. Captain, if you don't clear some bloody room in your boat... He has actually cleared a little tiny bit of room. I'm not going to go so far as to show my appreciation, but... some people are almost trying around here. Utah? Yes, Crazy Dave. One for Tanya. of Red Alert fame. One for Hugo. Nova. Nova! Let's burn this place and get away. Oh, it's fragile. Better take note of that. I'll put you here then. And what have we here? Kylie. Kylie Minogue has finally come for me. Now bring in all the deliveries for Port Windy. You specifically only go to Port Windy. Really, we better keep that in mind. And that's one thing I'm not very good at. Mind. A little awkward shipping this big boy over. Doesn't leave a lot of space there, but it doesn't leave no space there. This isn't fragile, is it? It is fragile. However, does that even matter? It might not. We were told they only crush between shifts, after all. So maybe it's okay. Then again, maybe it's not. Quite like this. It's very satisfying the way these all slot together the way they do. This is unsatisfying, though. I have not left myself enough space to put down other items. I might have to kibosh the big box idea, although we can put down little boxes. Or littler boxes. Wish I had a few more of those littler boxes, so let's actually use them, because I do. Oh yeah, these will fit as well, won't they? Oh yeah. Yourself. Quit yelling at me. Places to be. Alright, Dahlia. Wait, actually, I only have one place to be, and it's right here, and I'm already here. This would almost fit. Tell you what I can do. And wheek these off. Slam you in there. And then I've got a problem, and the problem is I'm just too good. This was for Shoreside Vale. Maybe we can squeeze out something a little bit extra. This one's going to Port Windy. There you go. Any other tiny, tiny little packages here? This looks tiny. Tiny and heavy. Wow. Is that a problem? I'm inclined to say yes. See, I don't know. I don't actually know if this is going to be a problem if I just shove it off on his shipment. It's also for sunny area, so probably not the best thing to do that. Right, I need to be very aware that this thing is heavy. I will miss that sticker. It's buried in there. Heavy, heavy. This thing is heavy. You, conversely, are very, 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 very breakable. Anything else I can jam in there? This one's going to Port Windy. It's also fragile, so it's good to stick on the top. Can I check that? Do we have a... No, okay. Well, off you trot. That's a heck of a lot of packages. In fact, I'm not convinced I could fit anything more unless I had one more just letter. Wait, maybe I do. Where's this one going? Coco is sending to... Oh, Sunnyville. Bah humbug. Wonder if you get anything extra for sending those ones off. Wait a second. It's it doesn't have any frozen thing on it, so maybe you don't need to keep this one cold. Ah, now we're thinking. Don't want to grab any more of this. Alright, off you trot. Till next time. What do I spend these points on? Tis a mystery. Does this clock actually move as I take an order? We'll see when we finish it. My package has a red ribbon and it's cube-shaped. Alright, Dr. Giro. Red ribbon. Cubic. Just shake it around a bit, but hang on, there's another cubic red ribbon. You look like a Rory? That doesn't look like my parcel. That's a bit of a shame. I think it's a failure on the game's part to give you situations like this where you have multiple packages that fulfill their description. Like, give me your bleeding name, kiddo. Time does pass, that's good.
Meow.
Hail, friend. My name is Fahad Noseboop. Here's a heavy package for you. Noseboop. Fahad's Noseboop. Ah, wait, this is really heavy? I guess it is, because it's got 6 stickers on it. There you go. Oh, I can slot them down here as well. Why would I ever want to do that? I actually could put, I could put these there. Yeah. Can I read the names of them? Not really. That seems very inconvenient. But I might end up with so many here that I need the extra space.
No.
What's up? It's for my wife. Uma Small Teeth. A fragile thing for Uma Small Teeth. Here's Uma. It's fragile. Let me just shake it around. Yeah, that's some very fragile broken glass. I'd like to send this off to Windy We Go Go. That's all very normal. Normal, windy, and light. Windy, normal, light. Sure thing, kiddo. What else we got? Nothing fancy. Going for Delilah. 2 sticks. And again, this is port windy. Donk, donk, donk. I'll have it down. Jeez, they don't stop coming, do they? I'm interested in little parcels, though, like this one. Jax is getting whatnot over to Port Windy. Alright, bring it on. Hi, Mummy sent me to pick up Aussie Old Purr. Her package, so it's not for Aussie, but it is for an old purr. Cube-shaped for an old purr. Probably panda old purr. Is this what you're looking for, kiddo? Damn right.
Mo.
Can you take care of these? I could, but will I, though? This thing needs to be kept cold. It's going to the sunniest of shores, and it weighs virtually nothing. Here's a little package for you. Wonder where we're going to get a shipment that goes over to the cold place. Oh, sweet, they fit in here. That's cute. I guess I could do different shelves for different places, but there's no telling how even the distribution will be. And this is also for Sunny Place. Nothing special. And it's very light. Sunny Place. Just normal. Just normal? Just normal. It is for Sunny Place, right? Why can't I see the name on it anymore? Why did I assume this was going to Sunny Place? Maybe because the other one was? Well, let's still assume it's going to the Sunny Place. Doesn't say so on it, though. Perturbing. Right, Yar. Here's today's mail, of course. If you remove the sticker, will it say the location again? Good point. Let's see, stamp mode, tab to delete it, donk. There we go, yeah, Sunny Shores. Let's have a look at that. And then we say destination Sunny Shore. Okay, that is something we should remember. If we ever need to second guess ourselves, we can delete it and find out. Cinnamon rolls wants this. Nothing fancy about it. Well, what's fancy is it's difficult to place. A lot of recurring names around here. And then this big old box. Buster's busting loose. I'm running out of space for my little ones here. Ingmar. There you go, Ingmar. This one needs to be kept chillionaired. You're a big bugger, aren't you? We really need some bigger looting boats to get rid of our stuff. Ah, I had a sneaking suspicion I was missing something here. Yeah, that is fragile. I don't want to be late to Sunny Shores. I have Port Windy just after. So you're telling me you're going to both Sunny Shore and Port Windy, is that it? Okay, good. Sunny Shore and Port Windy, so I can get rid of Sunshine's package here. Do I have anything heavy? Yeah, see Tanya's thing there. Tanya is quite heavy. That means I want to put you down on the bottom here and then hopefully load you up with other stuff. Trying to think of the best way to pile them on. I think, can I put you down here and then load bigger boxes on top of you? Potentially. Nothing fancy about these. Oh, I can't maneuver it like this when they're on top of each other. Only side to side, not up and down. That is concerning, so I can't do that. Interesting. In that case, we will take the heavy one, like so. Fragile. Just drop that on the ground unceremoniously. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Could I do something like, but not necessarily this? Yeah, okay, good. Don't you heckle me, I've got a job to do as well. It's just slightly inconveniently shaped here, isn't it? Let me just kick some packages over here. Get the big one on and get some slightly less big ones on top. Nothing fancy about you. Away you go. That seems like such a waste down there. I don't have enough small packages for it. Maybe there's something small in here. Small-ish. Small adjacent. It's not perfect, but who is? Yeah, so maybe he just gets more space as time progresses. And I have made a decent chunk into what we have here. There's no space for these, is there? I would say no. You can put the heavy cube in front, then you'll have a place for the cube ones. Ah, you think this here. Good point. And then I can get some smaller cubes over there. The problem is these cubes are not small enough. But maybe in my infinite load over here. Oh, this one can go. I'm going to assume that they don't need to be kept cold here anymore. I hope I don't need to wait on a special refrigerated boat for that. Because I don't plan on waiting. Here's another one. Get out of here. Oh, oi! I wasn't actually moving there. I had my hands off the controls. My cat just decided to stroll on in. Alright, and you? I'm making headway here now. Yeah, seawater will keep them cold. Alright, that'll do for now. Off you trot. Wonder if it tells me if I get anything wrong. Ooh, damaged parcels. I don't recall damaging any parcels. Did I mix up the order of fragile and not, or did I throw them? Oh, maybe because I ran into the water with a parcel. Stamps. Okay, forgive me for not being enamored with that. I just want to upgrade the bleeding boat. No timers in the game? No timers, Chef Dave Kitty. You may have changed profession, but I know your dirty past. My name is Tiger Tiny Beans. It's almost my height. Was it Tiger or Tigger? There you go, Tigger. Yeah, in a game like this, adding a timer just feels so unwelcome. It's part of the reason I hate Papers, Please. Have you stored my cold package properly? I've got a fragile cold parcel. Fragile? I don't know about fragile. I got this. Are you sure?
No.
Oh dear. I don't think he's going to like that his package isn't cold stored then. I should add on the fact that this is local. Local and cold. Maybe that's the parcel that got damaged. I must have received something that was for cold storage and didn't notice. Wasn't this one though. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Although maybe it's also possible that sometimes you have people come... Uh-oh. I couldn't help but notice it was darker than the other ones. Does that mean this one's also damaged? It has teeth marks in it, but there's nothing to indicate that it's actually properly damaged aside from its color, which is very distinct from the other ones. Oh well, who orders an ice cream by post? Can you take care of that? It's going over to Windy Place, nothing special. Port Windy. Single stamp, note special for Delilah. In you go.
Meow.
Greetings, pale fur with a fragile parcel. Pale fur. Oh, this is fragile and it's got P in the name. Ingmar, here you go, Ingmar. Parcels for my mom. Early sleep. Small package for an early sleep. Yeah, I also hope this will fit in your bike. The ones you find in the trash pile, how do you know they're supposed to be sent with the boat or stay? You can check the sticker on them. Let's take this one, for example. Denise E. That sticker on it indicates that it goes to Port Windy. And if you want to double check, there's Port Windy sticker there. And if you want to triple check, there's Port Windy right there. So I go, okay, it's for Port Windy, it's heavy. I don't care about the stickers. I'm fairly confident they're going to have the correct postage on them anyway. I could check, I suppose, right? This one has 6 stickers, so I expect it to weigh a ton. It does weigh a ton. So, safe in the knowledge that I'm correct about everything, I slam it down there. And if I feel like I'm not going to remember that it's heavy, slam another heavy sticker on it. Okay, a sensible small package. Nothing fancy about it. It weighs a moderate amount for such a small package. Stamp, and Felix T will surely be happy. It's more relaxing in DDR, which is exactly what I signed up for today. Yesterday's DDR was ridiculous, and to those that missed it, I finally beat the non-stop 100. I just put it on YouTube when I finished as well. I was very happy with that. Still standing by the end of it as well. My wife, Momo Largepaw, who has just a letter. Momo Largepaw. Here you go. I wonder when I start giving them multiple packages, if that even happens. Recht, Captain. What have you? Ooh, can we be run over by the captain? Whee! Greetings. Here's the new shipment. I gotcha. You're going to Port Windy, so don't bother with sunny area stuff. Nova K's fragile packages here. What else we got? I should take the whole lot through. We said fragile, but I want to triple check now that we've had an issue with missing something that's meant to be kept cold. How about you? Situation normal. And you? Situation normal for Caramel. I like that name, Caramel. Rolls off the tongue rather nicely. Situation normal for Uma. And then finally, a big, heavy box. Just make sure that we're aware that it's heavy. Thonk. Very good. Now, let's send over everything we can to Port Windy. And I really hope the game gives me some kind of explanation for my points. Why am I getting points? I've had it with these medium-sized boxes, so even though they are muckle inconvenient, I'm just going to start slamming them in. Not heavy or anything. Not heavy, not fragile. Not heavy, not fragile. Although if they were, I'm certain I would have made it clear to myself. This is a heavy bugger, though. Again, not sure if that actually has any importance. Slime you on the heavy one. The heavy Canadian. Just a big one, and I'm not shipping the big ones today. Right, well, if there's all this space, then surely I can take more out of the infinite place of holding. This one's going to Gusty Porty Placey. Very inconveniently, I have just enough space to not fit it in here. Is that actually true? Seems so. You forgot the destination stamp on the envelope in Windy Shelf. The Windy Shelf destination. What? The blue packet on the ship. The blue packet. Ooh, it's going to Sunny Shore, and that's why I messed it up. Thank you kindly. There we go. Yeah, well spotted. As heavens knows I didn't spot it. Alright, surely there's other stuff that I can throw on here. What about you? You're going to Sunnyville. You also need to be kept cold. Wait, what? I hope it doesn't care about that for a little while. Right. Sunny area. Keep it cold. Anything else in here? This is going to where we're going. Very convenient. Although the shapes are not. What I could possibly do is kibosh you. If I think I can fit more on like so. But I can't. Rather inconveniently, it doesn't count that as a level surface between two similar shaped, or actually identically shaped and sized boxes. Ach well. This is going to Port Windy. Very good. Off you trot. I have the magic ability to stress out while playing the most stress-free games by putting artificial goals in my gameplay, says Stone Age Revenant. That sounds like a it does get smaller. And the more we chip away at it, the more we can get to whatever that area behind it is. That's nice. It is very nice. I was worried that it might actually just be a truly infinite source of mail. A way to make the game infinitely replayable or whatnot. Anyway, that's convenient. That fits right in there. It does not spawn any more mail for me, but we might be able to tickle something out of the other one. You're surely good. But you're going to Sunnytown. Oh well. And you? Fragile, but also going to Sunnytown. Sunny, fragile. Very satisfying the way you smack those on. Watching the horizon won't make the mail move any faster, kid. You can't do it, kid. Opal Fruits is getting a nothing fancy one to Sunnytown. Really? No more? Here we go. Squeezing more of these out. It's Sunnytown again, though. I say Sunnytown. I'm not satisfied unless it's on the same place as the name. These ones are good. Oh no, they're not. It's bigger than I thought. Needs to be cold and it's going to Windy Place. Going to Windy Place needs to be cold. You weren't fragile, were you? Nada. What about you? Aries is going to Sunnytown. Nice and simple. Oh man, so much going to Sunnytown. Kaede. There you go. But that's Kaede's lie, isn't it? The shoebox is for body. It's also going to Sunnytown. Yeah, it's popular this time of year, huh? This needs to be chilled, but it's going for Tenzin. Tenzin and Sunnytown. Sunnytown. Keep it cold. Try again to keep it cold. captain's just gonna have to wait there. That's what he gets for not clearing space on his ship. So much for Sunnytown. Trying to find something adequately sized to squeeze out extra space on here. Feels so wasted. But no, it's just Sunnytown all the way down. Finally. Windyton. For one Dennis Yu. This needs to be cold for Hugo in Sunnytown. Sunnytown, cold. Off Hugo. Nice and small. Heavy. Cold. Oh, this is ideal. I can just slam it right in there and forget about it. That's one of my specialties, forgetting. Cold and going to Porty Place. Which means I can instantly ship you. Cool. Gale will be happy today. This isn't heavy or fragile, right? It's darkened, makes me think it's damaged in some way, but perhaps not. What else you got to squeeze out? There we go. Oh, it's a baby boy. And it's going to Suntown, but it also needs to be kept cold. Jings, just how many things need to be shipped and kept cold? Sizable for Kiki's delivery service. Also needs to be kept this way up. We haven't encountered those before, but it shouldn't be difficult to do. Alright, I would dare to say we've put enough packages on there, unless there's one thing that's jumping out at me. You feel like you're jumping. And it's just as well we checked. Alright, get out of here. Blah, blah, blah. Take me with you. Oh my. What do you think we missed? Are we going to find a package that looks like it should have been kept cold or something similar? How marginally concerning. What in the world did I miss? Is this thing continually getting damaged? No, this thing was damaged long ago. Huh, I wonder what the problem was then. Or is. Well, the penalty seems to be fairly minor. Good day. My name is Luca. Luca Ink Deer. Just a letter, you say? I'm really hoping it gives me some context for the score that we're getting soon. One tooth parcel for a big heavy thing. One tooth. When you say heavy, this one's pretty heavy. I even stamped it 3 times with heavy stickers. It slows me down quite a bit to carry. Good evening. My name is Waggy Tail. Jet Waggy Tail with a cute sticker. Jet Waggy Tail. Cute sticker? Cute sticker. Hey, do you have my package? The parcel is for my mom, Moody Whiskers. A letter for one Moody Whisker. Well, this is an M. Anytime, kiddo. Oh gosh, here you go, Nigel. Nothing fancy here, but it's a hefty one. To Sunny Shores. Sunny Shores with a 1, 2, 3, 4. It'll be on the next boat over. And then this as well. You better be cautious. It sounds like a threat. This one's for Port Windy, however. Nothing fancy, and it weighs a moderate amount. Donk, donk. Keep them coming. Nice to see you, my wife Cinnamon Longtail. No one's ever going to pick up this nasty old one, are they? One Cinnamon L. Hi, my dad told me to ask you to send this. Alright. There's nothing interesting about you. And there's nothing interesting about you. You're kind of heavy, though. And you're going to Port Windy. Port Windy with a 1, 2, 3, 4. For one Barnaby. And you're A-OK, and you're going to Port Windy as well. Port Windy. And a single sticker will suffice. Job well done. The shipment is there, you know what to do. Let's not get carried away. You know what to do. Clear some space in your bleeding boat. Okay, what you got? A few packages here. You're going to Sunny Shores and Port Windy. Well, let me just sort my packages out first. This is Fragile, and it's going to Momo. Fragile for Momo. If it's fragile, maybe I can just slot it down here. No, I don't like that. I would have to remember that you exist there, and memory is not what I do, so I'll keep you here. And I'll be sure to add fragile in the front. Yeah, because fragile on the side isn't good enough for me. Through you come. Right, you there. Isla E. Nothing special. Momo. Needs to be cold. Keep it cold for Momo. Hope Momo comes and actually collects her bleeding packages, though. Cinnamon with absolutely nothing special. Alright, well, at the very least, I'll put that there so I'm absolutely certain that it's in the right place. And then there's this big bugger. Wade with his big, heavy box. Sure. Just hope you don't mind it going all the way up there, Wade. That's a little bothersome for me because I can't see who it's for. So I'll do my usual of thunk. Right, so you want everything. I'd like to clear out the cold stuff first. Yeah, space is limited in there, you see. Oh, hold on, this is local. Sorry, Buster. That is not local. That is not local. That isn't local. That is also not local. Good job. Awkward little space here, isn't it? We can use it like that, but then there are some big packages that I want to offload as well. Don't you rogger me. Yeah, very, very inconvenient. Clear some space on your boat. Oh, okay. He's doing an excellent job at just being as inconvenient as he can. Alright, how about shapes like that? It's almost good, but this is still quite inconvenient. Ah, well. Baron comes in. You know, when I was playing this, which is to say, as I'm playing this, I did think this seems like it's right up Baron's alley. Something nice to chill out to whilst the kiddos are raising hell. That was all the stuff that I wanted to grab out of here, right? That's local, that's local. And, I mean, does this... I can take you. This is heading over to Gusty Vales or whatnot, so on you go as well. This is not local. Out you go, Booty P. It really sounds like Crazy Dave. Right, more of this. I feel like I don't have a lot of heavy packages that need to be shipped. Not seeing anything here that is indicating large weight problems. Are we devilish enough to stack you on anything? Absolutely not. But also, maybe. What if I migrated you two over here, put you on there, and put you on here? Yeah. And now we've cleaned out most of our stuff. Well, I mean, this stuff is another matter. A matter that I can see to. Don't think there's enough space for you, is there? Far from it. Okay, any space for anything? Yes, I can still get some stuff on you. In fact, I can get one of those in particular on here. I don't think one more will fit. This is too wide, right? Yes. But I could maybe deign to squeeze another small little box on top. I know I'm doing a lot of running back and forth that isn't really necessary. If I had more small mail, I could shove them in, but I think I'm satisfied with this, unless there's a really tiny piece coming out of the infinite pile. And there is not. So off you go, Captain. I'll stop by. None of your business. Just joking. It's Sunny Shores and Port Windy. We're good to go. Stankmoot is making it clear that this is just the kind of content that they're around for. I must have some package that's in the wrong place. It's out there melting or crushing something or being crushed. And Crescent Bay is now open. Maybe that's what the progression is. Okay, let's do a check on the packages that we have out here. I must have something melting or crushing. So eyes peeled for the cold sticker. I don't think it's going to apply to things that are just hanging around here. I think they're kept in some kind of suspended animation. I like getting these small ones, though. There's always room for more of these. Easy to shove into compromising situations. But let's make it quite clear. Lord Farquaad is getting this over in Windy Place. Probably something is melting in the Infinite Pit. I'd be very surprised if the Infinite Pit actually melts things. Otherwise, you'd have to constantly be checking things there, and they do constantly, endlessly spawn. So I'm not willing to believe that that happens. I think it's much more likely that I've got something melting out here. Because none of these packages are even stacked on top of each other. So there should be nothing getting crushed. Yeah, there is this thing which is very clearly damaged, but there's no indication that it had any reason to be damaged. And quite a few of these I've had for a long time. But we only started getting this penalty a shift ago. I take my job here very seriously. Well, there's absolutely nothing obviously at fault here, is there? Although if anybody could do a quick check online if somebody has ever posted about this and see if the packages in the infinite piles can melt or be crushed. Because I think with that I've checked all the packages I have on hand and they all seem properly stored. Maybe something on the ship was wrong. Possibly. Yeah, it's possible that something was crushed on the ship. Well, what we'll do is we'll be extra careful about everything on this shift. And then we'll see. What have we here? Package is going to Crescent Bay. Very well. Did you forget to scan one and missing a sticker? I don't know. I think I've scanned everything. That would be horrifying though, wouldn't it? My name is Catnip, and I've got a huge package. Huge package for one catnip. It's all yours. Yeah, the penalty's been here for 3 days in a row, so maybe I do have something that I didn't scan. But I don't want to scan everything that I've got again. Chomper with a red ribbon. Chomper's red ribbon. Cinnamon Chomper? It's all yours, kiddo. We don't do ID checks around here. Hi there. The parcel's for my mom. Her last name is Longfang. A letter for Longfang. Still not getting rid of this old nasty letter. One for Julia Longfang. Wonder what this gets used for. Oh, hi. Don't you recognize me? It's me, Cinnamon. I was told it's almost my height. Cinnamon's tall package. This is for Cinnamon, and it's almost your height. If you got really short legs. It's about time. I have never had service that fast at a post office. Alright, Sunny Shores. It needs to be kept cold. Sunny Shores, nice and cold. With 4 stamps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gah, really not a lot of good places to store things here. There we go. Yeah, the cheek on these cats is something else.
Oh.
My grandpa told me that he had an eagle-attacked parcel. How about a name? Eagle-attacked tall parcel. I did see one with eagle marks, or marks in general on it. But heaven help me if I can remember which one it was. Fortunately, though, we don't have a lot of tall packages. And that looks like eagle scorings to me. Having seen a few in my life. I have not. Nighttime's almost over. And of course, in comes the huge amount. This needs to be kept nice and chilly. And it's kind of heavy. Well, this is already demanding quite a bit. So, Sunny Shores, keep it cold with 1, 2, 3, 4 stickers on it. 4 stickers on it. Keep it cold. In you go. What else you got for me? This big flat one. Nothing fancy. It really can't go on here? Fancy that. 2 stickers on you for Port Windy. Port Windy, nothing fancy. 1, 2 stickery boos. And over we go. I mean, I'd rather keep it there, but these are clearly for the other location. Port Windy has enough storage as it is. And then there's you. Send it as soon as you can. It's the middle of the night. I missed that. What did you say? Absolutely nothing. So just a single stamp for Crescent Bay. Donk. Single stamp. Note fancy. And we'll hold Crescent Bay right here. That's not a lot of space for Crescent Bay. Okay, we'll load both of these for Crescent Bay then. Shipments here, you know what to do I? This is fragile for... Oh, it's Fahad again. Fragility. Right, so... Where is best for fragile, anyway? I guess up top. Okay. I'm going to stamp another fragile on it, and I'm going to make sure I know that it's local, and then put it all in the front like that. I don't trust myself to notice that fragile sticker. Here is another one. What was that splash? You remind me of Charlie, this old scallop. He used to drop parcels in the water. Don't do it or I won't be happy. You're not the boss of me. Well, I won't throw this one around, actually. We're trying to check and see if I have any issues with some of my parcels. If I do, I'm going to have to scan the parcels I have. Which sounds unpleasant, because it is. Anyway, you're Kenji and you're local. Much change since this game over? Oh, since the game over the past wee while. Not really. New locations, a few things to keep in mind about the packages, but nothing mind-blowing. What's the story with these ones anyway? Nothing fancy, just in you go with the other letters. This needs to be kept cold. Cold and local. Cold and local. I put an extra local on one, so I'm absolutely sure that it's for here. Otherwise, I might ship it. We don't want to ship it. Hugo is at it again, but there's nothing fancy about you, so I'll just shove you there. Now, where are you going? What do you have for Port Windy and Crescent Bay? Well, this is all I've got for Crescent Bay. And we might actually be able to bottom out in all of our windy places. What is with this guy and the way he sorts his bleeding boat? Maybe it changes every day. That would make almost a lick of sense. Could I put 2 of these on? I guess it doesn't matter. I don't have 2 of these. Well, hot diggity damn, I don't have enough stuff to fill him up. After all my moaning about not having enough space. Oh, about all my moaning of him not having enough space, I no longer have enough mail. That's largely because he's not going to Sunnytown. So it's time to grab what we can out of here. Here is... Maybe this was what was causing it. So maybe it does actually penalize you for stuff in the infinite pile. Although again, if anybody can confirm that, I'd love to hear it. We keep you nice and cold. There you go. Nice little sound effects for placing things in as well. What's your story? You're going to Port Windy Pops. which is where you're going. So I'd rather have a bigger package. We got any real big chieftains hanging around in here? No, this is a little baby one, but it is going to Port Whatsits, so off you go. And you're also going away. Far away. I know he's complaining. Let him complain. This is Hefty. Hefty is a small problem here. Don't really have room for Hefty. What I could do is not ship out this one for Zoya. And then I can put the Hefty one down here. I'm making a big assumption that we actually care about Hefty stuff being on the bottom when I ship it with him. Seems like a reasonable assertion. Anything else for Port Windies? Fragile. Ah, but it's going to Sunshine State. Okay. Never you mind then. Hefty has to be on the bottom while shipping. Well, it said between shifts. Surely when it's not in my inventory, it's not my responsibility anymore. This is cold and sunny, which feels like a weird combination to say. Wish I could rotate the sticker. I can rotate the sticker. Well, wishes come true. What else are we giving birth to in here? Crescent Bay, nice. I don't really care if it needs to be kept cold. The stiff sea breeze will chill it for me. Hey, progress. Looks good, feels good, tastes good. Also, you're heavy. Oh, well, the heavy Canadian can fit right here. Don't you honor boy me. This was going to the port. Yes, it is. Not giving birth to any more big brown babies in there. Oh, this is big. Fragile and going to the port. To my deep displeasure, I can't actually fit the thing on here, but there's a little stopping me just holding on to this. Also, okay, the port sticker is already there. Alright, that's good enough for me, and if it's good enough for me, it's good enough for you. I'm fairly confident that everything is sorted out, so I'm going to have to do some rescanning if I still get the penalty. No. So given that we didn't move around anything that seemed out of place, I think it is penalizing us for the infinite pile of boxes if it's needing to be chilled, which seems a bit unfair, but it's also only a couple of points, so who cares? This infinite pile seems annoying. I actually quite like it because we're getting on top of things, but it just gives us another little task to chip away at, and I think clearing this out in its entirety will probably come with some satisfaction. Because if those didn't exist, you'd just be back and forth to here, and it probably wouldn't have quite the draw. It's for my wife, Kenji Bugs Eater. Tall thing for Bugs Eater. Hey, Bugs Eater. Keep up the good work.
No.
Good day. I'd like to... Oof. Alright, slow down there. Port Windy's fragile box of tricks. Oops. Right. Port Windy, fragile. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty heavy for something so fragile. I haven't had any problems for shipping anything without sufficient postage. So I wonder how that goes down. There you go, Panda P. It could get AI generated music and be just as good as the card collecting game. Nobody remembers a card collecting game. That was nothing, right? I've already forgotten, even though it was seconds ago. Nothing. Okay, very good. 2 stamps, and it's going to Port Windy. See, I don't have much of an ear for music, so I don't get bothered by AI gen music. And when I reflect on that, it becomes more... I become a bit more understanding of bottom feeding plebeians who don't seem to get bothered by AI art or AI writing in the way that I do. Chillionaire. Alright, Windy and Chillionaire. Windy and Chillionaire. I'll say understanding, not accepting, though. 4 for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's keep you cold. Oh, yeah, you are tricky to find a place for here. I can't get you next to Bugster's package. That thing's huge. It doesn't even go in the way I want it to. How about we do this then? No, it refuses to go in that way. But when something refuses, use physical force. Jake, have you ever played? And I don't actually know where the question is. I don't actually see the question. Generally, I know everything I've played. I see a response to a question, but I don't see the question. Maybe it's scroll. Oh, here we go. Did you ever play Gabriel Knight Trilogy? I only played Beast Within. And I enjoyed the game until Grace Nakamura playable parts, and then I hated it so much I dropped it. Grace Nakamura in the museum was just awful. Anyway, there's a package for my mother, Fish Breath. You look strong enough, it's not light. Fish Breath's heavy package. Fish Breath's heavy package. Maybe it's chilled. Fish Breath's heavy package. Is this Wade F? Whoa. Let me just replace that. And then tell them, sorry kid, there's insufficient postage on this, you're gonna have to pay extra. It's not that heavy. Oh, it is heavy. Okay, well here you go. I've heard the phrase fish breath's heavy package too many times. My aunt told me her pet crocodile tried to eat the parcel and it's just a letter. Finally, we can get rid of this. That's one small crocodile. Didn't like having a damaged letter clogging up my stuff here. What's up? It's for my wife, Aries Whiskerleaf. Just a letter. Aries W. So when I was working in this postal receiving area for this company, we once got a package. It was a small box. Now, obviously, when you're in a package handling place, you've got like warning signs about things that you handle. And one of them was like a poster on the wall saying, look out for these telltale signs of suspicious packages. And it's things like leaking corner, smells weird, wires poking out, incorrect names on it. And we get this box that's just like it's just everything that's on that poster. So incredibly suspicious a package. And it was going out to it was addressed to a fairly highly positioned person in the company, who incidentally also handled the contract for us. So I was not touching that with an 8-foot barge pole, but my immediate superior, very chill guy, He looks at it and he thinks, this is a test, isn't it? It's a test to see if we're actually just going to bring dangerously suspicious things up into his office. So he actually just gets called down. It's like, hey, Cartman, not your real name. Deeply suspicious package here. And he actually came down because he wanted to have a look at it. Whether it was a test or not, I never found out. Anyway, this is for my mother. Early sleep. A small box for early sleep. Oh man, early sleep. Can that be my new legal name? This is for early sleep. What do you mean? How small is small? I guess this is kind of small. Here's the bomb you ordered, boss. When you've just simply had enough.
No.
I caused a major incident at parcel sorting because I sent flour through the mail and one of the staff accidentally broke the package. Well, I think that's them causing the problem, not you. Provided you had it all well sorted and packaged. Things do get broken, but that's their issue. Let's start thinking they're shipping anthrax. Or are you just saying that it was flour? Anyway, this is cold as ice for Momo. Momo and Sunny Shores. Cold, sunny, and I believe that was a double. Hey, we can scroll these around. 1, 2. Don't like the fact that they're always sideways on these. Keeping it nice and cold. Didn't I have a huge one? Oh, here it is. Greetings! Here's the shipment. Yoink. And yoink. I see you're still wheeling and dealing in rancid fish and churned milk. Anyway, where are you going? We're off to sunny shores with Port Windu. Well, let me sort this out first before you start getting too big for your breeches. Then again, he's going to start crazy daving on me. This is cold and local. Cold and local. Why are those upside down? Oh, wait, this is not necessarily cold, and in fact it is not cold. Oh! My cat senses, they tingled. Cold and local. Nothing fancy going on with you. Where do I store these ones? Very awkward. That's a decent place for them, but only for 2 of them. Right. Tigger. Tiggers. Well, it's cold and it's local. I think when you change the rotation of this, oh, that's weird. It changes it for all the packaging, right? Yeah, that's a little out of it. Man, it's all cold stuff today. Zasian. It's cold and it is local. That is inconvenient. Could we do this? Oh. How could this come to pass? It really does not want to give me enough space for storing these things. I wonder if this counts as damaging the boxes. That's good enough. Oh, yes! Too freaking good is my wait a minute. Oh, that's fine. It's not local. Alright, what do you want and where are you going? I caused someone to get fired and entire department scolded. I worked for Amazon, says Kathy. I saw a colleague, a hot girl, cheating her ICQA, inventory check quality assurance. She didn't count all the processors and jewelry and golden rings and instead just inputted some quantity of items as previously counted by borrowing some guy's access to the computer on wheels. I reported her to a senior colleague and left, as I had my holiday booked for a week. And it was my last day. So I assume she got fired and the department got scolded for allowing somebody to do that. Is that the case? Ultimately, was there any issue with you? And is the whistleblowing anonymous in Amazon? Important questions. I mean, I don't care enough about just about any job I do to stick my neck out. Port Windy. Sunny Shores and Port Windy. Don't you tell me to hurry. I'll take my bloody time, Captain. You're not going to clear this crap away. I'll take my time. Sunny Shores and Port Windy. I surely would have put a caution warning on this if it was weight sensitive. That is weight sensitive. There we go. Any of these sensitive? Yeah, you're fragile. So donk, 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 donk. Everybody I knew whistleblower, and ever since I was on the cutting board and I got fired for working too slow. Yeah, everybody knew you were the whistleblower. Okay, how did they know though? Why did you let them know? Hang on, this is for Port Windy, which means I can send it, but shame on me for not putting the correct thingamajigger on it. Maybe they knew you were going into streams and bragging about your whistleblowing activities. Amateur mistake. Okay, I can still fit this in. That's a promising sign, which means I can fit you on top of it. Fragile though you are. Is there anything else I even have to ship? Because I think we are doing a clean sweep here. Can I fit you on? You're also fragile. Aw, yeah. Right, what about the cold stuff? Also, where are you going again? I have managed to forget. Heading to Sunny Shores and Port Windy. Sunny and... well, that's everything here. We haven't gotten any crescent area stuff here. Can we fit these little boxes? That is a yes, but also a no. Because that thing is fragile. And I do want to ship the fragile item, so unless there's also a shoebox-shaped box here, which there is not, then that's your lot. Yeah, but I'm okay with that. These shells are so empty, I assume some good parcel processing is going on. It's yours truly, of course. I'm keeping things empty and bare, because they are fitting on this guy's ridiculously small boat. Which I was hoping we'd upgrade at some point, but maybe it's just you get a random assortment of how he sorts out his boat each time. Anyway, off you trot. Ahoy yourself. We'll see if we have any penalties today. And if we do, which we do, I'm going to have a look at the infinite piles and see if there's a chilled thing in them. Because I suspect that's what's happening. Look at that. I am all but certain this was the problem. Seems a bit unfair, right? This is... oh, God. How long have these been piled up there as well? This guy's ice creams have gone all sorts of bad. Anyway, keep it chilled. Keep it there. I can't really fit it anywhere else. I wonder if you push through here... yeah, that seems to be how it goes. If you clear enough of this garbage, you can get access to... well, I thought this would be another chilled room, but it's all night-like in there. Is there a light-sensitive box place? Maybe they're full of those rimworld mushrooms that die when exposed to light. I couldn't keep up with Amazon fast quotas. I was depressed as all heck. I fell asleep a few times in the darkest corner of the warehouse a few times. Oh. A thrilling recommendation of working at Amazon right there. Right, speaking of doing the night shift, it is nighttime and we will not carry on with this. I think I've seen enough of this game. I'm very satisfied with it. I like it a lot. Very cute, very laid back, and just enormous thumbs up for having the goal to not put a time limit in this. This game would be absolutely ruined if the clock was constantly ticking. What I've been looking for after my experience with Librarian is just a game where I organize things, right? Putting the books away felt good, a little undermined by the magic system, but, you know, it's your choice to use it or not. There is a game coming out next week that I will probably do a stream of. Whether or not I do it to completion depends on how much it deviates from the book game, but it's a game about sorting out bottles of wine. And whilst I would rather sort out bottles of whiskey, it still holds an appeal. And just, you know, games where you start with a huge mess and you sort it out. I get a kick out of that. But then I'm the kind of person who genuinely enjoys going around and cleaning my home, so make of that what you will. In any case, I am still absolutely butt-buggered after yesterday's DDR session, which, again, I did beat the 100 non-stop doubles run. So I think I've more than earned a lovely afternoon down at Lake Balaton. Whether I get in the pool or not, I don't know, but that is my concern. So until I am back tomorrow with my probably deserved punishment games, it's a cheers and cheerio.